So in May 2024, I met the four main Hobbit actors, Sean Astin, Elijah Wood, Billy Boyd and Dominic Monaghan. Each had its own individual unique experience, and I'm going to tell you about them and also rank them in order for you right now. So for further clarity, we actually had a group photo with all four of them, and each one had an autograph. So we met them all individually and then again as a group for the photograph. So just to be clear, when I rank these, there's probably a very small, tiny margin between these experiences because they're all amazing in their own right and wonderful people. But I think it was hard to consider how to rank these, but this is kind of where I've settled. If you would rank it differently based off either your own individual experiences or just personal preference on who you like the most, let me know what those preferences are in the comments. So starting with the bottom and going to the top, the person I'm putting at the bottom is Elijah Wood. I know, right? But Frodo Baggins himself being put at the bottom of the queue. What am I thinking? Well, anyone who has in fact watched the video of me meeting Elijah Wood will sort of understand where I'm coming from here. There was an experience where we sort of walk up to him and were interrupted mid-sentence, and the agent starts to talk over me, and I suddenly don't get any attention at all. If you want to know what that was like, you can feel free to watch that video. I imagine it was probably a one-off sort of experience. Probably Elijah didn't mean anything by it and just needed a cup of coffee that day. But nevertheless, just based on this whole experience, I'd probably just put Elijah down at number 4. So next up, coming in at number 3, it is in fact Billy Boyd. Now, admittedly, I met Billy Boyd at the end of a very, very long day, not just for me, but for probably Billy himself. And there were a couple of cringy moments which were of my own making, which was making a Star Trek quote to him on Star Wars Day. It was actually Star Wars Day when we met him. So that was a bit of an interesting moment, and I misinterpreted his Scottish accent. So again, you want to hear more about that, there's a video for that too. But the gist of it all is that I didn't really get much more than the autograph at the time, but I did get him to hold my Lord of the Rings second breakfast spoon in the photograph, so that kind of made up for it. So for the top 2, we've got Sean and Dominic left, and the person, after great deliberation, I'm going to put at number 2 is none other than Sean Astin himself. So to put it simply, Sean was really, really nice to meet. A wonderful person, wished me every success with all the ventures that I told him about in terms of content creation and what, I was planning to do with Lord of the Rings and things like that. He was just so supportive. He was really nice to my wife, really nice to me. He's every bit as nice as he appears. Made you feel like he would give you all the time in the world if he could. But he gave you a little bit, a little something beyond his little signature. So, of course, my wife, she just said that she loves him, and she was like, he basically said, of course, I love you too as well, and he was just perfectly nice. So now we've arrived at the number 1 spot, and of course it is Dominic Monaghan that takes the top 1 for me. And what really puts Dominic at the top compared to all the rest was just how down to earth and relatable he was. His autograph alone portrays his personality because it's so different than the other ones. Obviously it's great to have all of them, but that alone and just the way he spoke and he asked my name and how I was doing, and I told him, of course, again about content creation and things, and he told me something really, really just totally offhand, bizarre and very funny. Again, video for that as well if you want to go check it out, but I'm ranking Dominic at my top. I mean, he really just made an effort to speak to me directly beyond the usual pleasantries, and that meant a lot. He was just so down to earth. He also told me about his own podcast experiences, the Friendship Onion, and what happened with that, and it was just amazing. So just to not lose sight of the whole experiences as a whole, all these 4 experiences, I want to make clear I will cherish them, all of them, equally for life. I just want to obviously say that after I've ranked them, just to get off that big clarity, but If you've got any ideas of your own or how you would rank them, I will just throw in an honourable mention about Andy Serkis. We didn't get a chance to put an autograph in for him, but he happened to walk past us, and my wife immediately jumped out and shook his hand. I thought the security were going to jump in, but no, he took it very well and was very gracious to us as well. So we kind of have had our moment with Andy Serkis, even though it wasn't official or paid for. I just don't have his signature on there, but there's this time yet. So there's my ranking system. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. See you on the next video.